I'm back with another edition of Friday Favorites, and this video, as you can see from the title, is going to be my favorite face brushes. Now, I have a pretty large makeup brush collection, so I picked, how many did I pick? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I picked 11 brushes and also a little applicator to show you guys. I tried to pick brushes that I gravitate towards the most to show you guys. And I'm trying to stop that. I'm trying to get out of it and use more of my brushes since I have such a large collection. But for this video, these are going to be brushes that I tend to use over and over and over again. I absolutely love them and they're just my holy grail brushes. So without further ado, here are my favorite face brushes. Alright, first I'm going to start with powder brushes. You always need a good powder brush, right? That is just that finishing touch on your face when you've finished applying all your makeup. That's that finishing just touch, is that powder. So you need a good brush to place that powder onto your face. I have two that I really do love, and the first one is the Real Techniques powder brush. And if you guys have not heard about Real Techniques yet, then you better get on it, honey. They sell these, I know I sell these at my local Bed Bath & Beyond. They sell this at Ulta. You can find Real Techniques at a lot of different places now, and the brushes are such good quality and they're so freaking affordable. You guys know how Ulta split up into like the high-end side and the drugstore side. Well, this is on the drugstore side, so you can always appreciate a good quality brush that's also affordable. And I'm sorry, a couple of these brushes are a little dirty, and that's because I just used them. They're my favorites. But anyway, this is a wonderful brush. It places the product right on your face just perfectly, and I love it. It puts the exact amount that you need. Doing a little touching up here anyway, but it puts the exact amount that you need on your face. Not too much product, but enough to cover and do what you needed to do and finish off your makeup. I love this powder brush. It's huge and it's so soft. Real Technique brushes, all of them are just extremely soft. The next brush that I wanted to talk about is this domed bronzer brush by Eco Tools, and I'm sure you guys have seen this a million times. This brush has been featured in so many YouTube gurus videos. It's ridiculous because it's just such an amazing brush. The bristles are so soft, and you can find these at virtually any drugstore. I mean, Walgreens, CVS, you can find them at Ulta, Target, everywhere really sells Eco Tools, and they're affordable. This brush is like $8.99, so a great price. I would definitely suggest this brush for a powder brush. Next, we'll go with foundation. I have two picks for foundation, and the first one, it's dirty, I'm sorry, but it's the Coastal Scent, and it's their like duo fiber round, it's really dense and round duo fiber brush. And I'm so sorry, you can't tell it's duo fiber, but the brown bristles at the top are white, and then you have the black bristles at the bottom. And this brush is just so amazing for liquid foundation. I tend to use it more for lighter foundations like my Revlon Nearly Naked, or any BB creams that I'm putting on, or tinted moisturizers. I tend to save this for those products because I find it does better with lighter foundations and products than it does with heavier products. So I really love this brush though. It just buffs in the foundation or tinted moisturizer or BB cream or whatever you're using flawlessly. Love it. My next favorite foundation brush is this Sedona lace brush, and this is the angled top Kabuki. Sigma has one almost identical to this brush, as well as Crown Brush, and I have all three, and I must say between the Sigma or the Sedona lace are my favorite. The Crown Brush works well, it's just a little prickly on the skin, so I do tend to stick with either Sigma or Sedona lace, and this one just happens to be the Sedona lace. It works so well. Airbrush finish on your face, just amazing, flawless look. And you can use this with lighter foundations, heavier foundations, tinted moisturizers, BB creams, whatever you want. These brushes have it. They are great. My next set of brushes will be for your face. So I have three brushes. Two are dirty, I'm sorry. One is the large angled contour brush. This is by Sigma, and it just has that nice angled look to it, and it's great for contouring your face and also blush. I use it for either or. It works wonderful for both of those applications. Love it. I have no complaints with this brush. Sigma's brushes usually, for most of them, don't shed either, and this is one of the ones that just don't shed and don't give me any problems whatsoever. The next brush is another Real Techniques brush, and this is the blush brush, and I use this a lot since it comes to that like little point almost at the top. I use this a lot for contouring. I'll use it for blush sometimes, but this brush mainly is used here for contouring. Love it for that reason, and it really does buff out the product. So amazing. I used it today and it just gave me the most amazing contour. I didn't do one too heavy, so I don't know if you can tell, but really great brush. Again, bristles are soft and these are super affordable. Next is another Real Techniques brush, and this one is the contour brush, and this is a very small brush compared to the other. As you can see, we just give you an overview. Look at that. So just really tiny, and this is when I want a really dramatic contour. I will pull this baby out and use it on my cheeks, and it just gives you a really great dramatic defined line there. And again, bristles extremely soft and very affordable. Love this brush. My last set of brushes are for my under eye concealer. I use all of these brushes faithfully, love them to death. And we'll start with, actually not a brush, but an applicator. And this is my Beauty Blender dupe that I got from TJ Maxx. This was $4.99, and I can't say enough good things about this applicator. I use it under my eye, and I kind of roll it damp on my skin with the concealer already applied. I kind of roll it on my skin like that just to get that concealer blended into my skin and into my foundation, and I love it. It works so well, and most of the time I do use it damp, and this just, it puffs right back up when you wash it. $4.99, you can't beat that. I think the Real Beauty Blender is like $19.99, so this is perfect for concealer application. Next, I have this great little product that I found at Walgreens, and this is sort of like a beauty blender on a stick. So I thought this was such an amazing idea, whoever came up with this. It was just a Walgreens brand product, and it's just called Blender Brush on it. So check your local Walgreens for these, but they're so cute. And I do kind of the same thing that I do with the Beauty Blender dupe. I damp it with some Fix Plus from MAC, and then I just kind of roll it onto the skin, and it really helps to just get my concealer into my skin, and it blends so flawlessly. The next brush is one by Crown Brush. However, I believe Sedona Lace and I know Sigma have one almost exactly like it, and this is like a pointed top Kabuki brush. As you can see, it does come to a point there, and it works really well, again, blending out concealer underneath your eyes and really getting in there and around those points, like around your nose, and gets under your eyes really well. Love this brush, and I use it all the time. My last brush that I just use faithfully is the Sigma Precision Flat, the P80. You guys can probably tell I love Sigma brushes. Again, they're amazing. But this one, this little baby, is so great at blending out concealer underneath your eyes. I can also use this brush for putting like primer on my lids if I don't want to use my finger or just anything like that. These are supposed to mimic your fingers. They're bigger than eye brushes but smaller than face brushes. So they're supposed to really mimic your fingers, and they're very soft around that delicate skin around your eyes. So amazing brush. Love it. This whole line is great. Yeah, guys, those are my favorite face brushes. I hope you enjoyed them. If you have any questions or you want me to do a single review on just one or two of the brushes, I will definitely do that, so leave comments down below. If you have brushes that you love, definitely let me know down below. I'd love to chat about that. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and I also joined Keek, so find me there. I'll leave all the links below, all the descriptions below of everything I talked about. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.